you're the leader in the situation. I feel like you're so alpha, or you're the one that's guiding. Some guys, when it comes down to grooming themselves, they don't handle that, let alone maybe some of the bills you might have in life. And yes, they definitely get turned on by that stuff. Like when you're over here fixing stuff. What I do, fellas. So today's video is all about this gets her coming back. So what I'm about to tell you, and I got two great things for y'all today. What I'm about to tell you is gonna have her looking at you and saying, you're my type. And it's gonna be, even if you're not her type, because of the way you're gonna be acting, the way you carry yourself, some of the things you can say and all that good stuff. So basically, you're gonna be the type of guy that most women are gonna end up liking. And one thing I wanna mention right now is I won't be talking about how masculine guys are it and girls love them so much, because I talk about that already. But that's something you always wanna keep in mind, whether you're meeting her for the first time or you've been dating her for a long time. You can keep her, yes, coming back when you show that strength in that masculine way. Just saying, all right? So before I get into this huge discussion though, fellas, give this video a huge thumbs up. Let's get this video to 150 likes, and comment right now if y'all want the part 2. But most importantly, if there's any other videos y'all want to see, let me know right now by commenting down below. And fellas, I'm trying to switch it up, right? So if you want to know how to get her right back, we can bring those videos. But also if there's other videos too, let me know. And fellas, y'all know consultations available. So let's get on the line and talk about whatever it is that's going on. And consultations, once more, can be about anything. All right, so I hope you guys are ready for this discussion. Now, the first thing is how mature you show yourself to be. How mature you can be. So many women love to go on this date feeling like you first off have your stuff together. So we know back to how some girls would like you to have maybe a good car or have a car, right? Maybe sometimes some girls would like you to dress a certain way, dress in a suit, maybe sometimes be dressed more up, maybe not be so casual, or let's just say the way you carry yourself, from all the haircuts that you always have, how clean you always look. Those are the things that females are looking at when they first see you. So sometimes some guys can become dirty. Some guys are just dirty. Some guys, when it comes down to grooming themselves, they don't handle that, let alone maybe some of the bills you might have in life. And also back to how you deal with women. It all falls back into, yeah, you being masculine, right? We're not talking about that too much, but you still have to have that going on. And so when she is actually dating you, let's say it like that, she is actually seeing how you handle situations, right? So sometimes when you show you're weak, and then of course back to not being able to handle things, she's over here looking at you again as a simp and as a guy that's a little boy. I have to say it like that because I can't stress to you guys how many times girls will be like, oh, you're my age. Literally, they'll say it like this: you're my age, or you're 1-2 years older than me and you're still a little boy to me. And they refer that to like they're trying to get you to get, you're not actually that mature. You know, you're not the guy that I would actually have handle me, in other words, right? So basically, your life is not all put together. You're not maybe intimidating her. Sometimes it's also back to the masculine bad boy type of vibe. Some girls are the type that could intimidate you. Let's also talk about if she has things going on, right? Let's say if she's the type of girl that never put up with your stuff, right? So now you guys are dealing with her and you're gonna be the mature guy to be like, okay, in this situation, this is how I have to act so we don't argue again. So I don't have to listen to her acting, being so petty or childish. Another example, if you are hanging out with her, right? And one day she just gets moody and upset. The mature you might just tell her like, I'm not gonna argue with you, right? If she's trying to go back and forth with you, if she's trying to cause a fight, right? So instead, some guys might go back and forth. Some guys might blame it on her in the moment. Some guys might also be talking about, oh, well, I'm gonna go and just play the game, right? Some guys will be like, I'm gonna go play the game, call me when you need me. So back to also being mature is care of her, right? Taking care of yourself is important, but also girls are looking at how can you take care of her? When she's having those moody days, let's just talk about it's the time of the month, and you are the one, let's say, to go ahead and be playing on the game again. Let's say you're the type of guy to just not make her feel like, oh, you're there. She might look at you as a guy that does not know how to be in a relationship, that does not know how to be a grown man. And if you're trying to be a grown man in the bedroom, or let's just say you want to know what else y'all could be doing in the bedroom that females love y'all to do, all the secrets that females love y'all to do, y'all could go ahead and find out by clicking the Patreon link down below. See all those extra videos and what else you can't see on YouTube, all on Patreon. Now, let's just get back into, if you're going to be a grown man and you're going to to be very, very, very mature, let's look at it like this. If let's say you're at that age where you should be able to take care of things in the house, and right, let's say you're good with handy stuff, that's the stuff that females actually look at. They'll be like, okay, this man can do this. Oh, you know how to do that? Oh, they're impressed. And yes, they definitely get turned on by that stuff. Like when you're over here fixing stuff, when you're over here able to come through, come fix it right now, know how to do it. You guys might also think every guy might know how to do this, or they're supposed to know how to do this, but honestly, a lot of guys are failing to show these things. Same way with some girls, when you kind of want her to also do it and they're not doing it, that's where you guys might also be looking at it like, oh, you know, you don't have that value, or you don't bring this to the table that I want. So like in other words, some guys could go ahead and do this if they have it in them, or some guys don't take the time to learn it, and this would make them look better. Same way with girls, if they started doing more things for you, if they started, let's just say simple things, massaged you out, maybe brought you meals and stuff like that. Those are the things that might make you look at her as like a woman that can take care of you, a woman that, oh yeah, I can see myself living with. So that example of you being a handyman, just keep that in mind, as in what could you do to show you're more of a value man. Like as a man, there is specific things that you guys can do, and then think about the things that you're already good at, or let's say the things that she really, really loved about you. So there's certain moments when she's just like, way he does this, I just want to see him do it again, because each time she feels like you're the leader in the situation. Oh yeah, I feel like you're so alpha, or you're the one that's guiding. Make sure when you are being mature, you are definitely knowing how to handle a lot of these situations, and then pay attention to how you carry yourself. Really analyze how you talk to her, how you react, how emotional you get. All these things she is definitely watching, and it lets her now decide if she wants to come back into your life. The last thing on my list is having your own place. So having your own place can be another thing that makes a woman come back, because two major things. Let's say the first one is she comes back to your place and knowing that that's the security there. Oh yeah, you have your things taken care of. You have your own place that we could both spend time there, and nobody else is gonna be there, right? So that just goes to show, yes, back to the maturity, you're taking care of things. And then the other thing about having your own place, remember, if she's trying to grow with you, if she wants to be around you a lot, what is she thinking? Like, is she thinking you're elevated? So back to having your own place really increases how much your value could be there. The other thing that you could also have is a roommate, right? If you have a roommate, or if you have at least a private area, that is the good stuff that she will like about you. As in, okay, that could be something she could work with. And then also, if y'all are actually dating, let's say if you had to move back home, or let's say you had to move in with a roommate, that is the stuff that she is going to look at and be like, okay, well, it's kind of difficult right now, but she could work with it, and that's going to show how much she's about you. So she might come back to show that, okay, this is cool, but she might also will be looking forward to when you have your own place again. So it's not the worst thing if you don't have your own place, but the more privacy that you get, the more better you'll be. So in other words, if you're young and you can't have your own place, that's okay, right? You work with what you got. And then also, if let's say you are more on the grown side, or you're able to have your own place, it's just better to have more privacy, because she wants to come back to that. And then again, she wants to know that you do have your stuff put together. And girls are going to calculate it based on, okay, do you have your own place, apartment, your own house? Oh yeah, do you have a mortgage? All those things do matter. Just think about how you can show that you're mature, show that you are grown. So also having your own car and things like that, which we'll talk about in the future, is other ways that she'll be like, okay, I want to be back around him. Oh, he got money. Oh, I'm interested. So if you do have something to work with it, right? Like if you have a room that is just your private room and it's at your parents' place, let's make it look nice, right? Let's make it look really, really cozy. Let's make sure that there's some insight, it doesn't smell bad. Let's make sure it's clean and all those things, right? So those are the other things that she pays attention to that makes her come back to you and definitely wants to see you again. And of course, when you guys are dating, it's definitely allowing her to want to be with you and actually grow her interest. So I thank y'all so much for watching. I'm definitely going to bring this video back up. Like I said, let's get this video to 150 likes. And fellas, go ahead and comment if you want a part 2. And fellas, don't forget, Patreon got those videos y'all won't ever see on here. Check them all out and get on the line with me by booking your consultation. Y'all see me in my next video. Bye, y'all. The Elevate hoodie is available in gray. You can go ahead and purchase it by clicking the link down below. And y'all, it is embroidered stitch, very high quality, and it is Champion. Y'all see the logo right there. You can have this hoodie for over 10 years, fellas. Make sure you do take care of it. When you go ahead and dry it, you can go ahead and hang it out on your balcony if you have a balcony, or your backyard if you have that. And fellas, this hoodie does come in black as well, so you can go ahead and get it in black, and there is t-shirts available. So once more, click that link down below. Get your Elevate hoodie, elevate your life by clicking that link down below.